I'm be honest with y'all. Looking at the result of Game 4, Lakers Timberwolves, the Lakers' future don't look great. It just doesn't look great, And I think it's funny because I remember when Dan Le Batard confronted his friend and long-term colleague Stephen A. Smith on his podcast about what him and Skip Bayless had turned sports media into: debate, entertainment, conjecture, just for the sake of it. And Stephen A. Smith didn't even really object to what he said. He just was kind of like, well, you're not innocent by yourself. I mean, he was like, you're not innocent yourself. But almost saying I agree with you, Dan, but you're in on it too. Don't you hate when people do that? You stole candy out the store, Jamaal. Well, you stole too. No, be wrong by yourself. be wrong by yourself. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Me, God, and if the people catch me, we'll work that out for me. Be wrong by yourself, And the reason I say that is because I love Shannon Sharpe, and we know what's going on with Shannon Sharpe right now, but the whole UFC, KFC, OKC, Lakers in 5, it's like they about to lose in 5 in the first round, actually. So I think what we all predicted didn't happen. I think that's really what it is. I think if you really watch the series, Luka's been pretty good. No complaints. I think LeBron, outside of game 1 and obviously the fourth quarter, game 4, LeBron's been pretty good. His points, everything's up in the playoffs except his assists, pretty much. That's it. And his field goal percentage is down 0.5%. So basically, LeBron's playing better during the playoffs than he played in the regular season. I got the numbers in front of me. So, I mean, but Austin Reeves hasn't been effective. Rui had a great game 4 and they lost, unfortunately, but Rui hasn't really been effective. And, JJ Redick, first of all, we know in the playoffs that coaches typically shrink their rotations. We get that. But game 4, you played the same 5 guys the last 24 minutes of the game. I don't think that was a good idea. A lot of people don't think that's a good idea. And of course, the internet is split because half the internet is just blaming everything on LeBron like they always do, as if they don't understand the analysis and the breakdown of the sport. Sure, if you want to talk about LeBron going scoreless in the 4th, that was terrible. It was horrible. It was bad. But are we going to talk about the fact that he's 40 and had to play 24 straight minutes of basketball? That's a lot. Say what you want. 40-year-olds sitting at home on a couch right now, damn sure couldn't do that. It's a lot. I mean, Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, who didn't look too hot when he did play, and I get it. Dalton Connect. I'm not. Why is Dalton Connect out of the rotation? He's a rookie. He started up hot. He had 28 points within his first 2 or 3 games. Dalton Connect can flat out shoot. He could have helped him last night. Gabe Vincent outplayed Jimmy Butler in the 2023 finals. He could have helped him last night. And for the life of me, why do they have Austin Reeves guarding Julius Randle? Julius Randle is the same size as LeBron. Nobody in their right mind, if they were on opposing teams, nobody in their right mind would have Austin Reeves guard LeBron. Julius Randle's the same size and younger. So JJ Redick has had an excellent season. 50-32, third seed in the Western Conference. Kudos to JJ. You will not hear a negative word about the season in totality about what JJ Redick has done as a head coach in his first year. You will not hear a negative word because he doesn't deserve to have a negative word said. But damn, come on. You're not going to play no subs, none of them. He told them, hey, if you guys need a blow, let us know. One of the main jobs for the head coach is to intercede on behalf of the players. Sometimes players, being like warriors inside of a battle, can't see what others can see from the outside. So if you're JJ Redick, you need to be able to see that LeBron is tired. That's not LeBron didn't ask for a break. What do you mean? He's 40. He had 27 points through the first 3 quarters. 0 points in the 4th is unacceptable. He's LeBron James. One of the things that drives me crazy about LeBron is even at 40, he still wants to dive to the basket driving At 40 years old, like LeBron, catch the ball on the block, dribble, spin move, layup, dribble, spin move, hook shot. So again, I'm not excusing LeBron for having a scoreless fourth quarter in a pivotal game 4 on the road by just saying he was tired because of JJ Redick's lack of rotation. But I am also saying, what the hell is the explanation for the lack of rotation? You don't think Vanderbilt could have guarded Julius Randle some of the time? I would have sent him in the game and said, you have 6 fouls, sir. And guess what? It's the playoffs. You probably going to get 7 and he's just not going to call one of them. I would have told him that. I would have really told. Gabe Vincent had been hot from 3 lately to close the season, right? Aren't we glad? Gabe Vincent missed his whole first year coming to the Lakers from in free agency from the Heat due to injury. And he has looked really solid in his role this season. Didn't play him at all. And again, Dalton Connect. If nothing else, Jackson Hayes is a big body. I just don't understand the lack of rotation. I'm always smacking my damn microphone. I got to do better. I just don't understand the lack of rotation. I really don't. Like, come on. You going to leave 5 guys out there for the whole 24 minutes? The Timberwolves are younger and more athletic. That was a really bad move by JJ Redick. It just honestly was. It honestly was a bad move, you know? And the funny thing is, LeBron James signed a 2-year, $104 million deal July of 2024, which means he has 1 more year left on it for the 25-26 season. Now, he has an option on that. He could opt out or he could opt in. But here's the thing. He'll be going into his 23rd season. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, I got all of LeBron's numbers right in front of me. Regular season, 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 51%, 51.3 to be exact, from the floor, almost 38% from 3, and quietly a career high 78.2% from the foul line. Now, one of the knocks about LeBron is, for career, LeBron shoots about 73% from the foul line. That's honestly mediocre for a guy of his stature. So 78%, at the end of the day, that's a whole 5%. You got to still give him that. He had a career high. His true shooting percentage was 60.4 during the season. In the regular season, on average, the NBA's average true shooting percentage this year was 56. LeBron played 70 games as well. So by all offensive metrics, LeBron really has no reason to retire. He just doesn't. And you got to think about the fact that for career, LeBron is 19.6 shots a game. Probably 19.5 after this year because he only took about 18.3. So you have a 40-year-old taking only 18 shots, averaging 24 points a game, shooting 51% from the floor, and you got people saying he needed to retire. I wish more adults were more in tune with their emotions or their intellect, whichever one it is, enough to say, I don't like him. I want him to go away. If you're watching, he's too good to retire. Just be honest that you don't like him and you want him to go away. This is not about him needing to retire. You're sick of seeing him. And instead of being honest and saying that, you disguise it as, I wish he would go away. It's his time. It's not his time, clearly. During the playoffs in this one series that they about to lose in, they about to get smacked. I think they're gonna win game 5 and lose game 6. I do. 26.8, that's up from the season. 9.5 rebounds, that's up from the season. 5.5 assists is down because he's been a little more focused on scoring, like game 3 when Luka had sick or whatever he was, and LeBron had to pour in 38. 50.7 from the floor, again 0.5, 0.6 down from the season. Nothing that you really feel. 39% from 3, that's up. 82.4% from the foul line, that's up. And a true shooting percentage of 64.1, that's up as well. So in all major offensive categories, he's only really down in one area, and that's assists. And y'all think it's time for him to retire. I'm going to be honest with you. Part of me agrees. And I'm going to tell you why. For most people, when they get old, their version of getting old is they just can't do the things they previously could do anymore. Kobe had surgeries. By the time the 2015-16 season came around, Kobe just wasn't himself. 17 points a game on 37% shooting. Really, honestly bad. If he had retired the year before that, Kobe's career shooting percentage probably would have ended at 45 versus 44.7. I guarantee that season alone dragged it down. That's the truth. LeBron is a different case. LeBron has greatness now still, just in like bursts, short moments. He can't do it for a whole game anymore. That's the difference with LeBron. It's in bursts. And I'm saying that to say it might be time to retire, only because while he can still do the same thing, he just gets tired more often. He just honestly gets tired more often. And oftentimes that's what happens. He gets tired and he's as good as cooked. And that's what I'm saying about JJ Redick. You got to be smarter than to leave a 40-year-old on the floor for 24 whole minutes in a row. Now, it didn't help that LeBron had a turnover off of inbound. It didn't help that he took a 25-foot three-pointer when he didn't need it. Those things didn't help. And that's why I'm saying that you can't absolve him of blame for the game. You got to still blame him. Right? But I'm just saying, when you look at the numbers, it looks like, oh, he's good. He could play another probably 2-3 years. But no, he can't. I'm not sure he can anymore, especially not playoff basketball. Like if the Lakers are getting bumped, like let's say the Lakers have a losing season the next 2 years and LeBron could just burn out in the regular season, then I tell him play another 3 years. Because it'll be fantastic that he can still do what he does and we'll let him do it, go, yay, and that's that. Outside of that, part of me does think, hey, maybe walk away with your legacy intact. Remember how Michael walked away after winning number 6? It was like the perfect ending to a career. The Wizards years did happen, but nobody really attaches the two. And I saw a guy on YouTube, and I wish I could find his comment. I don't even know what video it's on. But he was like, narrative-wise, LeBron should really retire now. That way we can always say, if LeBron was still playing, he could still drop 25. And there was a lot of people like, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't even like LeBron, but that's true. I agree with that. Maybe it is time for him to just go ahead and go. But with another year left on his deal, he would be leaving $52 million on the table if he walked away now. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I really, really don't. Luka Dončić's defense is something that needs to really be talked about. And it's funny because people are like, Nico Harrison won the trade. He understood Luka couldn't play any defense. And I'm like, I'm still not sure trading for a guy 7 years older and injury prone made more sense. I'm still not. I'm being honest. Talent wise, sure. If they were both 25, oh yeah, Mavericks won that trade. Luka's younger. He has upsize. He could become better at defense. He can be more fit. You know what I'm saying? You can't make humans do what you don't want them. Like you can't make a human do what they don't want to do. Luka's not a workout warrior. He's not in the gym a lot. He already admitted he's not going to play as long as LeBron. People, we do what we want to do to our detriment. So I'm not saying put all this faith behind Luka that he'll change, but it is possible. Possibility versus probability. The probability of him changing, who knows? But the possibility, sure, he could change. He really could change. You know what I mean? I think Luka needs to become an even more efficient scorer. Most of the time he shoots 42 to 44%. So he needs to become more efficient. Stop taking all of those deep threes. And I think he needs to really get better on defense. Austin Reeves, man, he's been getting outdone. I said going into this Timberwolves series, it would really be a matter of Austin Reeves versus Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels is drastically outplaying Austin Reeves. We said, oh my God, Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves, this three-headed dragon probably can't be beat. They have not been a three-headed dragon in this series. Randall McDaniels and Ant-Man have been a three-headed monster this series. And I love Naz Reid. I freaking love Naz Reid. He wasn't as good the last game or two, but the point is, overall in the series, he's been very impactful. And it's just like, I think the Lakers are cooked, man. I really think they're cooked. I don't know what next year is going to look like. I really don't know. I think that people talked about, LeBron having one of the worst Laker tenures in the history of the sport. I'm like, he revived a franchise that was dog doo-doo before he got here. Starting with the end of Kobe's career. Even though Kobe fans don't want to say that. This Laker franchise became dog doo-doo at the end of Kobe's tenure. LeBron revived it. He has. He's been there, 6 years? He's missed the playoffs twice. Been in the playoffs 4 times. Won a title. 2 Western Conference Finals. That's a lot of success. That's a lot of success, man. But because the conversation of GOATs is always titles, people act like that's not success. That's a lot of success. Come on, man. And don't even get me started on the business aspect of selling tickets. Even next year, they could be cooked. They're going to sell tickets. So LeBron, come on, man. Come on. I don't know. Like I said, I think the Lakers will win game 5, but I see them getting bounced in game 6. I see them out of here in 6 games. Even if they figure out how to get it to 7, I don't know if they have the stamina to win game 7. I just don't know. Even on their home floor, I think they would lose. Game 5 is going to be interesting. If the Lakers win I do have a small feeling the Lakers are going to burn out in game 5. Like, we can't lose and then crash and burn in game 6 in Minnesota. That's the feeling I really have. And the truth is, I picked the Timberwolves to go to the finals last year. I was shocked when they lost to the Mavericks, especially because they lost in 5. I'm like, damn, they handled y'all. Okay. I was really shocked a little bit. So I'm not surprised, to be honest, if the Wolves can go further. I thought having Julius Randle, they would need more time to gel. And they've gelled over the course of the season. But Julius Randle has really played a role very well. He's typically the guy that wants to be out front. And that's a problem. And I told my father, I said, if Julius Randle returns to the Knicks next year, talking about this season, he's going to have to fit a role behind Jalen Brunson because Jalen Brunson is the star. How ironic they traded him. I know my stuff. I'm telling you, I know my stuff. But I'm surprised at how well Randle is fitting a role in Minnesota. If they keep looking like this, ain't no reason they can't beat anybody.